Hi everybody, my name is Selena and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be handling, y'all remember these? If you watched my other video, these are the Etude Dear Darling water tints and I did lip swatches with them. I'll link them up above somewhere. And today I am going to do some more lip swatches, but also use them as blushes. On that video, I got quite a bit of questions of people asking me how do they look as blushes. And being water tints, I am a bit nervous. Like, I don't know how you blend water. Like, this is really liquidy, as y'all can see. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it for y'all because I've been getting so many questions about it. I went for a neutral makeup look today just so it won't interfere with the color of the tints. I am using the Etude Nudiful Espresso palette, which I really ended up loving, which that kind of shocked me because this is a beige palette. This is straight up beige, and I never thought I would love a beige palette, but it gives such a very soft and pretty neutral look. Helps you look real put together if you was looking as tired as I was just a moment ago. But anyway, I have them in the order that I'm going to use them. Let me turn that around because I don't like how them stickers look. Anyway, in the order that I'm using them, I tried to go from lightest to darkest, and because these do stain like right away. So sorry for all the noise across my desk here, but I'm going to try and use these as a blush and a lip tint. So let's get started. Okay, so I have wiped my lip balm. Off of my lips, and I'm going to go in with the orange tint, and this one is just called Orangeade. So all of these end in aid, like it's juice, like lemonade, limeade, like this is Orangeade. If I can open it. So I'll let that dry. And just like before, you see the orange on my lip more than you see my top lip because my top lip is way more pigmented than my bottom. So I'm going to do some more on my top lip to see if it can show up a little bit more. Okay, so that is what the orange is looking like on my lips. I'm going to put it on my cheeks now. I went for a skin tint instead of an actual foundation, so hopefully it doesn't like lift it and smear it all over my face, but I'm gonna see. We gonna see. Are we seeing anything? Because I'm not. So my skin might be too deep for the orange to show up on my face. But let's do another little layer and let's see. So you can't see much. You see the shine of the product, but I'm a bit too deep, but you can see it on my hand. So I'm not going to do the other cheek simply because it would be pointless. But this is what the orange is looking like. What is that? Good grief. That's a bump. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to take this off and then we're gonna go to the next color. Okay, back again. I have taken the tint off my lips as best as I can, and getting that off my cheek was no problem at all because you couldn't hardly see it in the first place. So I am going in with the next color, and this is, oh, they have numbers on them as well. So Orangeade was actually color number 3. This is color number 1 in the shade Strawberry Aid. I actually really like how that looks on my bottom lip, but I'm gonna put a little bit more on the top. Okay, now I'm gonna try it as a blush this time. I couldn't quite get the tint off my finger, but once it's dry, it's dry. If you don't want this stuff on your skin, you're probably gonna have to find a brush or a sponge or something, but I don't want the sponge to like soak it up, so I'll try both. I'll do blend it with fingers on this side, sponge on this side. So you can actually see this one. It shears out quite nicely. It's a very nice sheer color. Look at that. I want to take away some of the shine. That's cute. Let me try and get a sponge now to see how that would blend out on that side. Ooh, this is like fiery red. Okay, so I have a little sponge wedge and I'll try it that way to see if it'll blend. Is that just soaking up my color or is it actually blending? I think I might just have to use my finger because I think I just soaked that right up. Okay, when I'm using the sponge, I feel like it soaks it up too much. At least from what I can see, this is more, I don't know, what do y'all think? I feel like I can see it better on this side than on this side. Okay, so that's what that's kind of cute, y'all. That is what that blush is looking like on the cheek. So since it is damp, like my skin's not wet anymore, but it does leave a nice little sheen on it. But that's Strawberry Aid. And I can lick my lips and that color is not going anywhere. That's a very pretty pink color. I want to see if I can get some sunlight, so hold on. Okay, getting the sunlight was hard because of the time of day, so it's not like shining in my room. It's like stuck over in a little corner. So please excuse me if that was like shoddy work, but that's the best I could do. So now I'm gonna try and get this color off of my cheeks and my lips, and then I'll come back with the next one. Okay, so I have the color off of my cheeks and off of my lips, and now I'm going to go in with shade number 4, and this is Red Grapefruit A? Is this Red Grapefruit? Yes. So this is Red Grapefruit Aid, and I'm going to see what this one looks like as a blush. I'm thinking it's going to look very similar, if not the same, as the one that I just did, but let's try it. Maybe not, this is kind of dark. So now I'm going to use the other side of this sponge to blend the blush out. This one shows up a lot. Okay. Wow. Let's try and mute that out with, this is my foundation sponge, or not the foundation sponge, the skin tint sponge. This one's a blush. Okay, that's a little better. That one's a little better. Okay, what did I say this one? Red Grapefruit A is this one. Let's go back to the sunlight corner. Okay, so I like this one too. So far I like the strawberry and the red grapefruit. The orange is nice on the lips, but it didn't show up on the cheeks. And I did 2 coats of that. And I don't want to put so much on there to like use it all up just for a blush. Like I'd rather just use a powdered orange blush. So only 2 left. I'm going to go in with the red since that purple is actually quite deep. The next one is Cherry Aid, and I'll be back once this is off my face. Okay, so before I put more skin tint on, I did want to show you all. So I got it off my lips as best I could, but you can still see a very faint tint to my cheeks. So it does stain through skin tints, at least. I can't speak for like full coverage foundations because I'm not wearing one, but I did have a skin tint on and I wiped it off. Like my skin is clean and I'm not picking up any more skin tint, and you can see the stain that's left over. Not as strong as what's on the lips because there was nothing on my lips, but it does stain through skin tints. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind. I'm going to reapply some more, And then I'm gonna go in with Cherry Aid. Okay, so cheeks are blotted out. Let's go in with Cherry. I got a little bit on my teeth. You can't see it through the camera, but remember, this is watery and it's so easy to just sink right into your mouth. Let me get a new sponge. I actually like applying it with the little sponge wedge. And it also saves my fingers. I did my best trying to get that off the skin, but I'm gonna apply it with the sponge. When I put it on the sponge, it soaks it up quite a bit, but it also squeezes onto the cheek quite a bit. So I find that I like blotting it this way. This one's not as strong in color as the other one on me. This one shears out quite a bit, but you can still see a slight flush of color, which is nice. It doesn't have to be strong blush all the time. This makes me want to go back and retry that orange on my cheeks. I'm gonna go back and retry the orange. This was not bad. And it's dry. It's completely dry. So once again, this is Cherry Aid. To the sunlight corner. This is nice in the sunlight. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off my cheeks. I'm not gonna bother reapplying the orange to my lips, but I am going to reapply the orange to my cheeks because I'm thinking if I apply it the same way with a sponge, maybe it'll show up a bit more. So, one sec. Okay, color is off the cheeks. And once again, like I said, I'm gonna go in with the orange. And I'm going to apply it directly to the sponge. And let's see if that helps. Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Oh well, I thought it might. It's just that orange and brown, excuse me, go well together. Just like certain browns can disappear into my skin, certain oranges can disappear into my skin. So I would suggest trying this if you are much lighter than me, because this is a very sheer orange. As you can see, I'm trying. But it's looking like it's a no for the orange as a blush if you are my skin tone and darker. So even when it dries, it's like, it disappears. Let's see if we can see it in the sunlight anyway. You can see where I placed it, okay? You can see where I placed it, but that's not enough of a blush for me to want to try and wear that. But that's what it looks like in the sunlight though. So, my pale skin friends, this one's for you if you want to wear that as a blush. So once I'm going to try and remove this off of my lips and just run a wipe over this section of my cheek, and then I'm going to go on with the very last color, and this is in the shade Grape, which is purple, and last time that was like one of my favorites, so I'm excited to try it on my cheeks. Okay, off my lips, off my cheeks, and just like last time, my lips are really starting to feel a bit irritated, so I'm glad this is the last color. And this was fun, actually. There's definitely a learning curve. I've never applied like a liquid like this as a blush. I've tried powder blushes, of course, and I've even tried cream blushes, which was also a learning curve for me. But straight up liquid like this, learning curve. But I find that I actually like it with a sponge where it gets soaked a little bit, and you know how you squeeze a sponge and like liquid comes back out? Blotting it on the cheek like that once it soaks it up, I like applying it that way instead of messing up your fingers when you're trying to go someplace, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my sponge. Wow, this one actually shows up on the first one. All the others I had to do multiple layers. I think I'll still do one more layer to really show it. That's what it looks like with one layer. I'll do a little bit more. Bit of color on the nose. Wow, this one's nice. This one shows up, okay? It's pigmented, y'all. Let me try and blot out just a little bit so it's not so vibrant, pungent. This is Grape. I like this one. Once again, once it's dry, it's dry. To the sun corner. This one's nice. Okay, so that's all for today, you all. Thank you all for watching. I did just put some chapstick on because like this is a water tint, so it's not gonna be moisturizing your lips. And after doing all those swatches, I need something that is soothing. So I would suggest like wearing your lip tint and just dabbing a little bit of chapstick on just to add some moisture. Please don't go into these thinking that you're gonna get moisture on your lips. You're not. It's water. It's literally called a water tint. Water does not moisturize. But this is cute. I'm gonna leave this on my face because I'm tired of scrubbing stuff off. But I hope that was helpful for all of you that have been asking what these look like as blushes. Once again, let me get them. Once again, these are the Etude water tints, and these are the original 5 shades. I have seen that they now have 2 more shades. One of them is like a plum, and the other one, I don't remember. I'll pop up a picture if I remember while editing this. There are 2 more shades. I do want to get them. I have a feeling they're not going to look much different than like these 3 here. This is Grape, this is strawberry, this is red grapefruit. I have a feeling it's gonna look like those. But that is what they look like on deeper skin. So if you are pale, all of these are going to be heavily pigmented on you. I just want to warn you, all of these are pigmented, as you saw on my lips. And then with the exception of the orange, all of them show up on my cheeks. So I hope you guys liked it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. If you have any other video ideas that you would like me to do, let me know down in the comments, and I'll talk to y'all later. Hi guys, it's me again. It has been about 3 hours, and I wanted to come back and show you all how it looks on my face. I don't know about you guys, but to me, it's looking a bit more vibrant on the cheeks. I have not reapplied color to my cheeks or my lips. I've even eaten not too long ago, and it still looks like this on the mouth. And I don't know if it's just me, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but to me in person, it looks like the color on my cheeks is more vibrant than when I first put it on. And I think that has to do with my oily skin. So just like when I put chapstick on my lips and it kind of intensified the color, I think my oils from my skin are like coming through now, and it's intensifying the color on the cheeks. Again, I don't know if that's going to pick up necessarily on camera, but I see it in person. Hopefully you can see it, because you could tell when I put like chapstick on my lips. And even my first video when I did only lip swatches, when I put that lip gloss on, it really intensified the color. And I think that's what's happening to my cheeks because I have oily skin. So if you have oily skin, be aware of that. I wanted to come back and say that. My skin tint has about soaked in / rubbed off my face. I haven't done much more than like blot with a piece of tissue to take some of the shine away, but this is what it looks like 3 hours later. If I look a little tired, please excuse me. I was getting sleepy and it's not that late. It's only a little after 7, but no, sorry, a little after 4, but it's too late to take a nap. But this is what it looks like on the skin after 3 hours. Even on my lips, I didn't add any more chapstick, believe it or not. It's the same little sheen that I had from the first chapstick application. I'm not like a messy eater, so I wasn't getting everything all over my lips, but it didn't even like fade on the inner part of the lip at all. What do y'all think? Again, I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera, but to me, my cheeks look a little bit more purple. So I wanted to let y'all know that if you have oily skin like me, after a couple of hours, the blush might look a little more vibrant. But if you're putting it under foundation, or maybe over top your foundation, but under powder, like setting powder, you might be able to like blot out some of that color if it gets too strong for you. But I just wanted to let y'all know. And I'm gonna go, so bye.